So next I'm going to discuss the cash budget. So this is the question which will be discussed. A company is expecting to have 25,000 cash in hand on 1st January 2022, and it requires you to prepare cash budget for the 3 months January to March 2022. The following information is provided to you. So they have given sales, purchase, wages, expenses for November, December, January, February, March. Additional information, creditors are paid after 2 months. 25% of sales is for cash and the rest is collected in the next month. Wages and expenses are paid in the following month. Income tax 25,000 needs to be paid in March 2022. Prepare the cash budget for the quarter ended 31st March 2022. So in order to prepare a cash budget, what is happening first of all? So cash budget. You need to take the cash receipt, cash receipts, and from that you have to deduct the cash payment, cash payments, so that you can get the net cash inflow or outflow. So what is meant by net cash inflow? If cash receipts are higher than cash payment, we call it net cash inflow. If cash payments are higher than cash receipts, it is called as net cash outflow. Plus, at the end, we must add the opening cash balance so that we can derive the closing balance. So these are the steps to prepare a cash budget. Now, based on this question, what we can do, so first we can write on the top cash budget and the business name also. So you can write that for the quarter ended and put the date. So I don't know what's the date. Right, and here you can write the business name if it is given. Right, so then we can take our 3 months, January, February, March, January, February, and March. So we can write cash receipts, less cash payments, less cash payments, and then we can add the opening opening balance, and finally get the closing balance. Now, first one, cash receipts. So to find the cash receipts, it's better to put the working. So here I will write working number one, cash receipts. Working number one, cash receipt. So if you read the question properly, 25% of the sales is for cash and the rest is collected in the next month. Now I will write the sales figures. I will write the sales figures. So how much are those? 70,000, 80,000, 92,000. So 70,000, 80,000, 92, 100 and 120. 120,000. So months are November, December, January, February, and March. So the question says that 25% are on cash and the rest is collected within the next following month. So 25% is on cash. It means from the 70,000, from the 70,000, 25% is on cash. 25% is on cash, which is 17,500. 17,500. And the balance, so from the 70,000, if you deduct 17,500, so the balance you are going to receive next month. So from this 70,000, the question says 25% is in cash. It means that 70,000 minus 17,500. So you are going to receive the next 52,500 in December, right? And similar thing apply for December. So in December, from this 80,000, you are receiving only 25%. It means 20,000. It means the balance 60,000. So how 60,000 came? 80,000 minus 20,000. You are going to receive in the following month. Same thing here. In January, from this 92,000, you are going to receive only 25%. Only 25%. It means from this 92,000 minus 23,000, the remainder value, so which is, I think, so 92,000 minus 23,000. 69,000 you are going to receive in the following month. So here we write receive in following month. Receive in following month. Same thing applies here. So from this 100,000, 25,000 is received this month, and the balance 75,000 will be received in the next month. Same thing applies here. From this 120,000, 25,000 will be received this month, and the balance will be received in April. So in April, you will receive the balance, which is I think it is 90,000. 90,000. Right. So this is the working for the this cash balance. Now, if you take November, only 17,500. So we must consider this 25% and the amount received in next month only. Yeah? So that 70,000, 80,000, those are the full figure. Now here, how much is the total cash received? 17,500. Here it is 20,000 plus 52,500, 72,500. Here it is 83,000. Here it is 94,000. And here it is 105,000. So this is the total cash receipts, right? But the question asks only for January, February, and March. So we should consider only these three. 83,000, 94,000, and 105,000. So here I will write 83,000, 94,000, and 105,000. So this came from working number one. And then when it's come to cash payments, so let's see what is said regarding cash payment. Creditors are paid after 2 months. Wages and expenses are paid in the following month, and the tax 25,000 is to be paid in March 2022. So creditors are to be paid after 2 months. Let's do a working. Working number two, cash payment. So if you take the cash payment, we have creditors payment, wages, expenses, and income tax. So we have this month, November, December, January, February, and March. Now the question says that creditors are paid after 2 months. It means that November creditors are paid after 2 months. So November, how much are the creditors? So purchase means it's creditor, right? So normally debtors occurs with sale and purchase occurs with creditors. So here we have to assume all purchases are on credit basis. So this 40,000 in November will be received after 2 months. So November, December, January. So we will receive this in January, 40,000. Then the next value, this 50,000 in December will be received after 2 months. It means January, February. So the 50,000 will be received in February. Then if it come to March, this 52,000 will be received in March. Why? So January 52,000 will be received in February, March. After 2 months mean in March, 52,000. So then with the other things, we should not do anything, like 60,000 will be received in April and 55,000 will be received in May. So the additional information 1 and 2 is done. Now we'll move to additional information number 3. Wages and expenses are paid in the following month. So this 8,000 and 6,000 are paid in December. This 8,000 and 7,000 December is paid in January. So 8,000 and 7,000. 8,000 and 7,000. So these are the expenses of January, December, right? Then if we move to January wages and expenses, 9,000 and 7,000 will be paid in the following month. It means in February. So here 9,000 and 7,000. 9,000 and 7,000. Then if it's come to the February 1, 10,000 and 8,000 will be paid in the following month, which means March. 10,000 and 8,000. And in the at last, the question said the income tax for March is to be paid 25,000. Income tax is to be paid. So here 25,000. Now what I can do, I can take the summation. So here it is 55,000. Here it is 59,700. 66,000, and here it is 62, 70, 95,000. 95,000. So now what I can do, I can put these figures under the cash payment. 55,000, 60. So here 55,000. It should be minus. Then here 66,000, and here 95,000. So from the where this came from, working number 2. And finally the question says there was a opening balance 25,000 cash in hand on 1st January 2022. So in January month, opening balance is 25,000. Now here we can take the addition net value, 83,000 minus 55,000, it is 28,000. 28,000 plus 25,000, it is 53,000. Here 94,000 minus 66,000, it is again 28,000. So now this closing balance in January becomes the opening balance in February. So 53,000. This closing balance in January becomes the opening balance in February, 53,000. So here 28,000 plus 53,000, it will be 81,000. Again, this closing balance in month of February will become the opening balance of the month of March. So here the net value will be 10,000. This 81,000 now become the opening balance of March. And here the answer will be 91,000. So again, if there was April here, this will become the opening balance, right? And you can continue like that based on the number of months which the question is asking. So this is solved regarding the cash budget. And next, we will move with the last type of budget, right? Um, we'll see the discussion of the next question, which is flexible budgets with the capacity of 60%, 80%, and 100%.